What's going on, everybody? DJ here. So look, things are heating up right now for some of these promo cards. Charizards are going insane. We're going to be talking about all of that today. If you don't mind, please hit the like button, consider subscribing. We're almost to 100 subscribers. And I want to say this, it is awesome to finally be on the winning side. I can't tell you how many times that I've watched YouTubers and other people and, you know, their card goes up a whole bunch, like 60%, 100%. I'm like, dang, man, I wish that was me. You know, I keep thinking that. And hey, finally, we're on the winning side. So let's just talk about it. Victini, number 208. This is a promo card. If you did not know already, it comes in this collection box like this. And I've opened up way too much Black Bolt, way too much White Flare to count. And that's why I have all these and way more than this, to be honest with you. To see these going for $13, it really feels good. You know, if you are that person and you've been holding on to these, or maybe you just opened up a bunch, you've been holding these, hodling these, whatever you want to say, good for you, man. 13 bucks. So let's look at this here. In the last month, this is up 61%. That is crazy. 61%. Just looking back, not even in a whole month, the 13th of August, it was $6.80, you know, basically under $7 until about the middle of August. The last 3 months, well, I don't even think it's been out 3 months. It claims 42%, but you can see nothing but up for this one. So you got a question like, why? Is it because Victini's that cool? I think Victini is pretty cool, but they're still printing these. When these go out of print, though, I think that's when it's going to be very interesting. Something to keep in mind, though, with Victini is there's really not that many of them on TCG. This person has one, and then this person has 9, and that starts to go to $14. So really, for $13 plus $1 in shipping, you only have a few of these, and it'd be very, very easy to get this sucker to $15. And if we look at the second page here, I mean, you could probably spend $50 and get this sucker to 15, upper 15, I would say. And you can see us going almost to $16 at the end of page 2. If you look at the end of page 3, though, same thing. That's nothing but 16 and up. So seriously, I'm not even joking. Maybe if you spend a couple $100, you could buy all of these, and this chart would go parabolic, would go insane. So look out for Victini if you have some of these. The oversized cards are going for about $2, surprisingly. I thought this would be about $1, and you do have to pay an extra $1 for shipping. Hey, if you have them, awesome, but I wouldn't worry too much about those. Like I said, for this collection box, I mean, it's $43. That's crazy. That is insane. Reunique list, I had to look that up. I think this is a good opportunity to at least buy a couple of these. It's $1, and you know, also $1.33 for shipping. So basically $2, right? The last month, it's down 5%. Nobody's talking about it. Not saying it's gonna be the greatest thing in the entire world, but for $2 or less, or you know, around $2.30, I mean, I would pick it up. Absolutely. I mean, you don't have to pick up the, I believe this was a sticker collection. I've opened up like 15 of these as well. This is just part of my collection right here. This is ridiculous. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe you'll pump the bags, right? But yeah, like, I mean, these weren't much at all. They're still not much at all. Who knows if these are gonna go next? I think if you don't have one, it's good to look into as well. And then also, here's another promo that's for about the same price. So this is $2, so actually $1 more, so slightly more profitable. And how do you pronounce this one? Before I hit play, I want to know if you can pronounce this. Gothitelle, on the other hand, apparently is picking up a little bit. In the last month, it's up 11%. So people are talking about this one a little bit more. Still a decent opportunity. And again, I'm not saying this could be the next Victini by any means. However, with it being heavily printed, it's not the worst opportunity. Looking at Black Bolt ETB, I have noticed has gone up a little bit. So it's $77 plus $10 in shipping. So about $87. And in the last month, it's about breaking even. So not too much just yet. That's also because they're heavily printing these. White Flare starting to recover a little bit, $70 plus $10 in shipping, so $80. That one seems to be a lot less popular. It's down about 6%. Though I've gone to some Target restocks in the last month, and all I'm seeing is White Flare, and I think most people are getting like a White Flare fatigue. Might be a decent opportunity to buy in if you haven't already, because it's pretty much MSRP. I mean, you can't really get around shipping, unfortunately, but hey, it does not take much to get this sucker into like $85, $90 territory. Not saying that'll happen, but it's just worth mentioning. Okay, now we're going to talk about a card that I took a chance on, the Charizard EX Obsidian Flames, number 223. Now, why do I have this card? I honestly think it's kind of ugly. I'm not going to lie to you, but I was watching TeamRocketJoey, you know, one time, I think probably 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and he was like, guys, you have got to pick this up. It's a $60 card. It's going to 120. I am telling you, and I don't usually blindly listen to people on the internet or anything, but I said, you know what? I was at a card show anyways. I saw this. It was definitely at least near mint or so. And I was like, okay, I'm going to pick it up. And there we go. About a week later, holy smokes, man. The Obsidian Flames Charizard, $145. This is crazy. So shout out to Joey, man, or TeamRocketJoey, man. Well, that's just insane. In the last 3 months, up 118%. In the last month, up 109%, almost 110%. This is wild. This is awesome. Finally, we're on the winning side. Let me know if you're on the winning side. It feels good. It's not going to take much to really get this thing moving. You got to look at some of the prices and conditions there. So some will say it's under 100, but it really depends on the condition that you're trying to get. But this one, I mean, I'm not going to say buy it by any means because it's already up so much, but I'm just saying, hey, if you already own Charizards, you're doing really, really well. This one, a lot of people have been talking about, or a lot of people have been sleeping on as well. The Lost Origin Trainer Gallery. I really like this one. I'm probably going to pick this up tomorrow. It's going for about $17 with free shipping. Yeah, I'm going to a show tomorrow. So why not? I'm going to look for this one. In the last 3 months, it's up 40%. In the last month, it is up 66%. But it's so cheap that I'm like, you know what? I want one. I want at least one. Why not? If I can find a really, really nice solid copy, because it's not much. Same story as a lot of these. If you're noticing, man, it would be really easy to get this sucker to over $20. I mean, for this card, it looks like maybe you spend, I don't know, $300, $200. That's it. That's all it takes, guys. We're talking about the whole world on TCG. So do keep that in mind. So the Charizard EX Paldean Fates, this one's always been a lot more popular. And it's the same thing. A lot of people talked about this. TeamRocketJoey talked about this. You got to buy this. This one was a little bit more expensive, so I did not take a shot on it like a dummy. And now it's going for $325 raw. Man, oh man, that is insane. In the last month, it is up 62%. Same kind of story as this other Charizard that I have here. The last 3 months, not quite as much, but still 60% is awesome. In the last 6 months, 40%, and the last year, 156%. So is now the time to buy? I'd say probably not. It's probably not the time to buy at the moment, but who knows, man? This sucker could keep going up. It's just a lot riskier at this buy-in point. But really, with Mega coming out, anything Charizard, just look through here. Take a look sometime. Anything Charizard is just moving because everybody loves Charizard. You know, I played Pokemon in the 90s. Everybody wanted Charizard then, and a lot of people want Charizard now. So you could just pick. I'm not going to go through every single Charizard. You could just pick your favorite, and you're going to notice it's probably up. So if you do have a Charizard, good for you, man. Looking at price charting here, there is no PSA 10s for the Victini. There's no 9s. I see really no graded cards. I'm trying to see if there even is any because it's a newer set. So I have seen other cards graded, though I suspect that Victini in a 10 is going to go for at least over $100. So hey, you know what? Look through your piles, man. If you got a big fat stack like I do or more, you're just picking them up at a show or something, man. I think it might be worth keeping for the long term. You could do the quick flip. Not really my thing, but the opportunity is probably there for these Victinis. And then looking at the Charizard that I have, the Obsidian Flames, the PSA 10, it's still a really great card, but you can see it's going for about $444 in a 10, and it was about $504 back in August. So I'm not really sure why the 10s, the PSA 10s, are not really moving up, but these raw cards are. Maybe it's because they were so undervalued raw, and people are starting to see that opportunity. I'm not too sure on that. If you think you know the answer to that, definitely let me know. But I don't know. I mean, for $500, it is pretty cool, but I really wouldn't want to go over $500 by any means. And I think maybe that's what people are seeing is like, okay, I don't mind spending $60 on this, and then 80, but now 120 and stuff, and you get the 10 for 500. I don't know. There's got to be like a risk reward, you know, because you never know how that grader's feeling that day. I just submitted some cards today. I put a short up on that. Submitted 10 cards today. Both of the Zekrons from Black Bolt, found those both myself. A bunch of evolutions, including Sylveon, and some other great cards like End's Plan and a Charizard 151. I didn't even talk about Charizard 151. Let me tell you a story right here. I wish I had it with me. My son and I, the same show that I got this Charizard. This is before all the Charizards blew up, just a couple weeks ago. You know, he really wanted a Charizard 151. At the end of the day, I was going to help him out with kind of the difference, but I wanted him to trade so he feels like he earned it. You know what I mean? So he took out his prismatic cards and a bunch of like SIRs, you know, $10 $10 cards, $20 cards, and he found somebody that decides, you know what, all your cards are worth about $210. I'm going to give you $180 in trade. And that's how much the guy wanted for his Charizard 151. And oh my goodness, I bet you that guy is extremely sad. I feel kind of guilty now, but hey, we didn't know what we didn't know. But now my son's card's worth like 260, and it just happened in just a couple weeks. So I did submit that to get graded, and I hope even if it's a 9 or something, we're still going to keep it because of sentimental value. So if you like this video, please do consider subscribing. I'm working really hard, like I said, to get 100 subscribers. If you made it to this part of the video, put in hashtag Coke. Hashtag Coke. If you ever never had a Coke Zero, they're actually pretty decent compared to Diet Coke anyways. I love you, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. DJ's Poke Center, signing out.